What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Town in the Raw, man. You guys will just get a little bit of everything.
We got Coach Anthony in this motherfucker, man.
I'm always looking for new talent. Like, I hear new talent all the time.
Music can affect your mood. It can affect your day.
Came from the bricks, I really grew up around roads. Grew up with some stealers too, but that's some shit I can't really speak. My next door neighbors was some junkies, got me best friends with some geeks. I'm getting tired of jail calls, got limited time just to speak to them. Streets feeling me, I know I speak for them. That's real talent in the raw.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Town in the Raw, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to this one. Like I always do, we're going to jump right into this one. You know what I'm saying? We got a friend of mine, CEO?
CEO?
CEO.
Like founder.
Founder of LeanTech. We got Carline here with me. How you doing? Are you good?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Before we jump into everything, I always ask people, like, how you been? How's everything been lately? Like, what's new for you?
I've been doing very well. I've been so busy recently, as you know. But, you know, just sticking to the plan, doing what I need to do. Now we're here.
Got you. I'm going to not jump right into LeanTech, but I'm going to jump into you first. Like, who is Carline? Like, when people tune into, like, your LeanTech and they see you on the social media stuff, like, who are you?
That's a good question. I feel like the last time we had a conversation like this, that was the first question. So I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Well, Carline, I'm 22, but specifically where am I? I'm an influencer, a fitness enthusiast. I love fitness. That's really what my whole life is about. So I try to stay as active as I can be, just pushing people to be great, and I do the same thing. So that's really who I am, if you were to see me on any platform, really, or just in real life. So.
Got you. Are you from here?
I'm not from here. I'm from Cape Verde.
Hello.
Yep.
Stand up.
It's so funny when people ask me that because I've lived most of my life there. So people went.
Yeah, you don't have an accent or nothing.
Yeah, so like when people will say like, "Oh, are you from Brockton?" I'm like, I can't even say yes because I've spent most of my life outside of here.
So how old were you when you moved here?
I was 12, and now I'm 22. So I spent 12 years in Cape
that's
Verde.
crazy.
Yeah, and then when I came here, I went to Europe for like 6 months. So it's like.
Where in Europe?
I went to Portugal.
Valid.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Valid. I've never been, but I heard it's fire out there.
No, it's fun. Like, the whole day. Like, there's something to do all day long.
For real?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you moved to Portugal? 12, right? 12, 13?
No, like, I think it was a year and a half here, and I went back for, like, 7 months, for, like, a whole summer. I did not want to come back. I just had to.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. Okay. Now.
Yeah.
I see the LeanTech on your shirt.
LeanTech, yeah.
Well, what is LeanTech?
LeanTech is an upcoming fitness brand. We've actually been in the works for like 9 months now. It's funny because it's about to be a year since we've met, and that's when LeanTech was starting. Yes. And I remember we talked about it, and you were like, "What's the name of it?" I said, "Bro, I don't even know yet."
Yeah, because I remember episode. It was a Neeks episode.
Yeah, you had.
Where I bought a little cut. Yeah. I still use it time to time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
No, we'll update you with the gear, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I definitely need a new cup, because what the fuck? You feel me?
Nah, I'm gonna hook you up.
So, like, how did it all start for you? Like, as far as, like, the whole fitness journey, the LeanTech, like, the brand, like, where did that all come from for you?
So, it goes way back into when I left college. I ended up leaving college because it really just didn't work out. I was like, what am I going to do now? And I had this very long period of time where I was, like, unsure of what I was going to do. And for me to not waste my time doing things that didn't, like, specifically matter, like going out and clubbing. Like, I used to do that all the time. I was like, what am I going to do? I started going to the gym, literally out of boredom. I was going to the gym for, like, 3 hours at a time. I remember I spoke to a friend, and I was like, I want to go to the gym. He was like, I challenge you to go to the gym 5 days out of the week for 3 hours and just stick to that. And that whole time, I never listened to music. I would just sit there and work out and just, like, think really hard. I was like, what am I going to do? And I did that for, like, 3 months, and then I was just, like, addicted. Like, I literally kept going all the time.
You are a freaking...
Yeah, people were like, Carline, what are you doing? Like, I'm at the gym. Like, I literally completely, like, I cut out so many things. But it was for the best, honestly. And I got to a point where I was like, how can I get rich, honestly? I was like, what am I going to do? Like, real shit. That was me. Yeah. And I remember the job I was working at the time. I had a lot of free time while I was there. So my partners and I at work, we were like, let's figure something out that we can do. Remember the 75 hard challenge? is basically like for 75 days straight, you got to stick to like couple rules that you have to follow.
Nah, I don't
like you got to read for 30 minutes out of the day. You got to go to the gym. You can't drink alcohol. You can't smoke, all of that. So we made one called Get Right. And I got everybody at work to do it. And we was all doing it. And then we got to a point we was like learning a new skill every day. And we started doing like Amazon FBA, which is how I bought all those shaker bottles. I had a shit ton of them. I literally got home one day and my dad was like, why is there 300 shaker bottles in my room? I said, I'm about to make some money. Like, real shit. So I had all these shaker bottles, and then I was already going to the gym as well. So when I started the whole Amazon FBA thing, I didn't really enjoy it. There was no other like reason or like passion behind it. I was like, I'm just selling them to like make money at that point. And I was already going to the gym. So I started recording fitness content, and people were like, oh, we want to see more. So I was like, hey, these are shaker bottles. I'm doing fitness. Let me just put the two together. And that's kind of how I kind of stuck to the two, because that was something I wanted to do, and it kind of went in hand with something that I was like very passionate about. And I came up with the name LeanTech. I tried changing it so many times, but then I got to a point where I was like, let me just stick to it, because like it has a nice ring to it to me. So I was like, it's LeanTech now.
Valid. Now, like for people who don't always work out, like because you said that your friend said to like be in the gym for like 3 hours. Now for someone who like not everyone knows how to be in the gym for even like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, what keys or what pointers do you have for someone who's like trying to do that, but like staying in the gym for that long may be kind of hard?
So for me, it was more of like a mental thing as well. It was like I'm sitting there and like I was always also a beginner. I didn't know what I was really doing in the gym necessarily. So I used to go late at night where the gym was kind of empty, and I would try out like literally all the machines. I'd be like, oh, this is what this one does, cool. And then I learned about all these things, and then I kind of during that time I was learning like, okay, this is what this is beneficial for, and so and so. So the reason why I was there for that long was because during a workout I could get so like zoned out. And I would start there. I'm thinking like about something specific that I wanted to get done. And it's like when I'm working out, my mind feels so free. Like I could think about anything. Like I'd be coming up with all these crazy ideas. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm about to trade stocks now. Now I'm at the gym fucking hitting quads, and I'm over here trading stocks. Like I'm doing all these things. So it's like I'm there. I'm getting my body right. I'm getting my mind right. And it's like I'm there for such a long period of time where I can like focus on other things as well. So for me, that's how it worked. But for somebody else that's a beginner, it's really just like having a plan, honestly, which is why I offer free training guides, because it's like you can go on YouTube and find any other plan to like follow. So I think it's just like, what is your goal? Are you going to the gym to lose weight? Are you going to the gym because you just want to spend time doing something beneficial? Or are you going because you know like all the benefits behind it? So you just have to figure out what's the reason first, and then on this internet, you can find anything you need on there.
1,000%.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of LeanTech for you?
For me,
what's the purpose of it? Like, what's the overall like meaning of LeanTech and the purpose of it?
So for me, because of how it started, I will admit, like, I got to such a low point where I was like, what am I going to do? You know, leaving college, first generation, everybody's like, you didn't finish college and all these things. So it was hard. It was hard. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So when I found something that I really was passionate about, like, I put all my faith into it. I'm like, I love everything that it has done for me, just helping me think very clearly, helping me just be like very consistent and persistent. So for me, it just shows like what my foundation is like. Like anybody who knows me knows that I'm very determined, I'm very dedicated, and like I do what I need to do every single time. So because of how it started, like it means that much to me. Like it's all the work that I was able to put in, because at some point I didn't have any of it. So just that freedom of being able to just be and just like be confident and just be like, keep pushing, you know?
Valid.
So that's what it means to me.
What do you want people to take from LeanTech? Like, because a lot of people can look at it, oh, like this is only like a fitness brand, this is you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want people to actually take from it? Is it more of an experience? Is it a movement? Is it a lifestyle?
That's a really good question. So I will admit, when I first started it, yes, it was just, all right, I have fitness clothes, I have fitness programs, you could come to me and I have these for you. But during the summer, I met like 6 other people and we started this run club called Last Lap Boston. And being part of that, it really allowed me to really get down to like what I want people to feel when they come to LeanTech, you know what I'm saying? So us having Last Lap, for me, it's more like a resource for people. You know, they come to Last Lap, they meet all these people, they're able to make connections and talk to other people that are entrepreneurs. I meet a lot of them every Saturday, and we meet other people that are doing good things for the community, people that, you know, play basketball, and they have all these kids. Like, I get invited to these events where there's like, we're playing basketball with little kids, because like, what are they going to do on a Saturday morning instead of being outside? And then when they come speak to me, they're like, I want to do what you do. And I'm just like, you know, it's great to hear that, one, but two, it's like, it means a lot because I get it, because I was at a point where I was looking up to somebody else. So it's like when somebody hears about LeanTech, or they get to experience the things that are not just about me, like what I have to offer, but me as a person and everything else that's around me. You know, just being able to have those other 6 people that are doing something that they're passionate about, and we're able to offer a great experience. And we have people that come every single week just to see us. It's like they want to see us in every other city. They want us to come to Brockton. They want us to go to even Lynn. I'm like, that's far, but
That's
no,
a whoop.
that's far, but it's like I drive an hour every morning to go to Last Lap Boston. So it's like, so it's like when people go there and they're like really trying to learn about everything, I'm just like, that's so crazy, because I can tell that we've changed, like, not lives, but we've changed a lot of like the summer experience for people, because of like, what would I be doing if I didn't meet all 200 of y'all? Like, there's so many people there, and it's very diverse. There's a lot of people. So it's like, it's more of like a resource, honestly.
How does it feel when people tell you that, like, yo, like, I'm trying to do what you do? Like how does that feel, like, here, like, in your heart? You're like, damn, like, I'm low-key making an impact type of shit, or what is it?
It really is like that. And then it's like, I get to a point where I'm kind of like, there's no way you're telling the truth. Like, you don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like, but then it's like, I always have to remember that, like, I really did that for a long time, and it was hard, but I got to a point where it's like, now I'm still growing, and it's a little bit easier because I'm surrounded by the right people, and we're all like goal-oriented, and we're like-minded. So it's like, I remember that every single time when people say that. I'm like, I did that. And it's like, when people, they ask me like, oh, how do I do this, how do that? Like, I really take my time into like guiding them, because I wish that I had that at some point, because I feel like people are talented, people have skills, people have all these things that are great about them, but they just don't know like where to take it or like where it needs to go. So when women come up to me and they're like, I want to get right, you know, I want to look a certain way, I want to be a certain way. I'm like, you know how to do that. You just need somebody to either push you or to tell you like, hey, go to the gym at this time, I'm going to be there, I'll work out with you. Just for you to get to feel what it's like to be in the gym, or come to Last Lab. When you're surrounded by a lot of people that are doing something that you want to do, it's like you believe in it just a little bit more, because you're like, these people are doing it, why can't I do it? It's like, it's like one of those. How
did Last Lab start? Like, where did that shit come from?
It's so funny, because they've become really great friends, but we've literally only known each other for like 2 months and like 2 weeks now. So the founder, he made a video, and he actually just moved out here, maybe like, now it's going to be 6 months. He moved out here, doesn't know anybody. He's on TikTok, and he's like, where are the people at? Like, where are the black people that run every morning? You know, because when he was where he lived, there was a lot of run clubs. Like, it was down there in the South, it's like people do that. But in Boston, you don't really see that like unity. You don't really see like that community unless you're already like in a league. People play basketball and things like that. So yeah, he made a video. He was like, oh, where's the black run clubs? And funny enough, during that time, a week prior, I had met somebody. His name is Onsley. He's a fitness influencer on Instagram, and we made a video to post on Instagram. So we went on a run that same day, and we was like, bro, we should start a run club. Like, we should just do that, because we just ran and it felt great. We know how to push people, and it was the first day we met. So then we see the video a week later. We hit up Darius, and we're like, hey, let's start a run club. Like, you got 3 of us. And then it just so happened that 3 of the girls had also texted and was like, hey, we can help you coordinate this. Like, we have skills in these departments.
It's just so natural type shit.
And then we were like, literally that same week, next week, we was like, let's meet up at this restaurant in Boston. We sat down, and we was like, let's come up with a shirt first. Like, what do we want it to look like? We was like, let's call it Last Lap. I was like, that's fire. Then we put it on a shirt. And then we was like, hey, let's just meet next week and see who pulls up. The run was scheduled for 8:30. It was 8:20, and there was 50 people there.
That's crazy.
I'm looking around. I'm like, these people are here for us? They're like, are you Carline? I'm like, I'm Carline. Who are you? Like, what's going on? It was like one of those type of things. And then there was a lot of people there. It was like older people, younger people, kids, people with their dogs, people with their babies. We had a 2-month-old baby at the run every trip. We've literally watched her grow up, and now she's like 3 months old. So that's it's like, there was a lot of people coming, and we kind of like now we're stuck. You know, we do it every week. We come sometimes throughout the weekdays.
So, like, what's up with that culture? Like, I feel like there's a real culture behind, like, being in a run club. Like,
you know what it is? It's like there's run clubs that are very competitive where it's like, hey, you either run a 5K or a 10K. Like, there's like, they like break you off into teams. And I feel like that kind of pushes people away because they're like, hey, what if I can't run for 3 miles straight? It was really not easy. When we started, I was never a runner. None of us. We weren't runners. We just wanted to be able to create a community where we can like offer like just the experience with people. So when people go to Last Lab, it's like when we're in Boston, because it's very diverse, like I said, we have entrepreneurs, we have trainers, we have people that are yoga instructors, we have people that just donate to the public, we have people that are in like other nonprofit businesses, we have videographers, we have photographers, we have all different types of people, and it just all makes sense when we're all together. Because when we get there, it's like, you have me and I have a fitness brand. You have somebody else, he's a trainer. You have somebody else and he's either like in real estate, and you have somebody else who does something else, or we have people that study science, math. It's like when we're all talking, it's like eventually it all comes together. It's like we can learn from all of us. And that's really how Last Lab was able to work so well, because of the team we have. Everybody has a skill in a different department, and because we're able to break it off, it's that much more efficient. Like, it works that well. Same thing for the environment, for the experience that we're able to have. We just allow people to be who they are. People come and they like to dance, bro, dance. Like, I'm gonna put some music, you know? People, they wanna run, hey, we have a fast-paced group, you can run. We have kids, as long as your parents are there, they're gonna hold your hands, we'll support you along the whole way. So it's like, just for people to just be who they are. And I feel like that's kind of like what certain places, like, what they need a lot of the times. So it's like, we're literally just a whole bunch of grown adults, like, grown-ass kids, just having fun outside. Like, and we just have a good time. And while we're doing that, we're running, we're doing something beneficial. And it's crazy because when we first started, our biggest group was the walkers, and now everybody wants to run. Like, everybody just is a runner for real. They come with their vests, they have water, and they're like, yeah, I want fresh juice today. I'm like, are you healthy now? You mean to tell me you didn't go on Friday night because you wanted to come to Last Lab Saturday morning, 8 o'clock sharp?
That's gangster.
Like, I love that you've been doing that, and we have people that have been coming to every single run and the pop-ups, every single run, and they even ask for more. I'm like, bro, we can't keep having all these runs. Like, I can't run another 8th mile this week because you want to run. Like, I can't do it. So
how often are these runs? Every weekend?
We do it every weekend on Saturday.
Is there a certain location, or do y'all move around type shit?
So we are at Franklin. When we first went there, Franklin Park.
Oh, Franklin Park.
Dorchester.
Gotcha.
So when we had our first run there, so a lot of times you got to have a permit if you have a group like greater than 50 people. We didn't think 50 people was going to show up. It was like, hey, we're going to have 20 people come to the run, and there's 6 of us, like, fire. So there's a lot of, like, other black groups that go there. Like, there's, like, for elderly people, there's some, there's, like, a kids one. There's different ones. So they came up to us, and they're like, we love what you guys are doing. Like, I've never seen that many black people together having a good time.
That's fire.
Like, typically there's something bad going on. It's just that, like, I don't know. It's just that, like, people, when they see a lot of black people together, they think something bad's going on. Somebody actually called the cops. They came, and they were like, what are you guys doing here? It's mad early. There's, like, 100 of you guys. Now there's 200 of you guys. What's going on?
That's crazy.
So they were like, you guys.
We just running.
Like, we're literally here to run. Like, we don't know. They gave us access to the parking lot. And then they were like, you guys can come here as often as you want to. So it's easy for us to do that there. But we have went to Castle Island before. We've ran at the DW Park as well. I've hosted a couple of those. We do hikes as well, which is nice. People like those because the view's nice. They go to Mattapan as well, Cambridge. So we're kind of like everywhere. Well, we're trying to be. But summer's about to be over, so stay tuned for what's coming.
Okay, valid. Now, within the run clubs,
Yeah.
I've been told that there's always like a love aspect, you know, like a finding love type of mingling aspect within that. Is that true?
That's not true. No,
Really?
It's really not. Because
So you don't feel like people pull up, like if there's like a fit 35-year-old dude, single, no kid, like you don't think he could pull up and try to find him a little yeah while staying fit? Because mind you, but think about it though, if he's actually staying fit, he would want his lady to stay fit as well. True.
So in the beginning, right, there was a lot of young black men pulling up, and they looked good. So people were like, I'm gonna go because they're there. Like, we were posting, when we were marketing, like, we were trying to figure out what marketing strategy worked. We were posting the people that were there, and it just happened to be those men. And people were in the comments going crazy. They're like, I have to see him next time I'm there.
Okay, so then.
So I'm like, pull up. But because Last Lap is like, we're not family, like, we're trying to be PG-13. Like, we want everybody to come. So we don't push for that. I think other run clubs kind of market that way, where they're like, come, like, there's a lot of single people, and, you know, come vibe with them. But no,
for sure,
it's not like that.
I don't think it's like, when I say that, I don't think it's like a way of like I mean, like, actually try to find your person there.
So I think,
you know?
I think we have one couple that's come out of Last Lap that they met there, and now
So it
they're
can be
together.
true.
It can be true. I'm not.
It can be
So
true.
the thing is, right?
Yeah.
If you're into fitness and you meet somebody that's also into fitness, you're gonna like them just a little bit more, because you're like, you get me, you know. So I think in that aspect,
Has that happened for you?
100%. Yeah. If he doesn't go to the gym, I don't
Last
like
Lap?
him. No.
Okay, valid.
If a guy doesn't go to the gym, automatically no.
Got you. So like,
get it.
so like a gym is like a dude in the gym is more of like your niche.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker if you don't go to the gym.
Got you. Is that like, okay? So then what's your type then?
My type, what I like. If I like you, then I like you.
That's kind of vague, Carline.
It's really not.
Okay, so then
It's like
what makes
they
you like a person then?
If they could be my friend, if I could be like their best friend, they could be my best friend, and like I could vibe with them, and I could just do whatever I want, like with them. That's my person. Like, I want that person to be my person. Like, I'm not saying like I'm being selfish, but low key, because if you have a best friend, that's your best friend. Your best friend is not gonna go be hanging out with everybody else.
Very true.
So if you're talking to a guy and he's like feeling weird about when you're telling him you don't want him to be around other people, that's not your person. Because why wouldn't you want to be with me?
Okay, that's valid. So are you single right now?
I'm not.
Oh,
I just
Carline's in a
told the
relationship?
world that.
Oh shit. Okay, Carline's in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's good. How long? If you don't mind me asking.
Not too long. Like 3 months or so.
Fairly new type shit. Congratulations. I'm assuming he's in the gym as well.
Yeah.
Last Lap as well.
No.
Why not?
No.
He don't pull up to the runs?
No, but he actually taught me how to run. When I first started running, he was like, how are you going to go guide these people how to run and you're not running? So we would go to the park and we would run. And like I would tell him, like, he's also in the military, so he's a really good runner.
Oh, so he knows
he's
what
physically fit. So he's telling me to do all these crazy things. Did you know if you sing while you run, you can run for a longer period of time? And you could breathe better? I did not know that.
Yeah, because singing is speaking, which is talking, which is just letting air out.
I did not know that. So we're running. We're in this park, and, like, he's having me talk out loud. I'm like, what is going on?
You should, like, count out loud.
Yeah.
Like, that's
But
what I
I'm
would do in
shy.
Taekwondo.
So
Like, in
it's like-
Taekwondo, we would have to count out loud with everything we do so we can breathe.
So you
Didn't
can
know
really-
that,
so
Mrs.
you can
Jim?
release it. No. Like, I know the whole box breathing thing, right? Like, I knew that. But he's having me sing while I'm doing it. I'm like, y'all do this in the military. Y'all kind of crazy.
Got you. That's cool. So, that's cool. So then...
So that's how I learned how to run. And then next thing you know, I'm running 5 miles in a day, 7 miles in a day, and I'm running 3 miles.
How long does that take?
How long does it take? It depends on your pace. So my pace is like 10 minutes per mile. So if I run...
So about an hour.
So about an hour, yeah. But I used to be very
Straight through?
slow.
Straight through?
Yeah,
Like an hour straight running.
straight running. I'll probably stop.
Can't do that, bro.
Yeah, I'll
Can't do
probably
that,
stop
bro.
for like 10 seconds to kind of like drink water. But yeah, there's this thing called runner's high. Once it kicks in, it kicks in. You're listening to music.
What's that feeling like?
You don't feel anything.
Like in your legs, you don't feel nothing.
No,
you
don't
just
feel
going.
anything. You're just going. You kind of forget that you're running, and you're just like going. You're just moving. And there's this thing where they tell you to like hold your hands like you're holding a drum. So sometimes I go like this. So then I kind of forget that I'm running, and I'm just like bopping down the street, like literally.
I ain't never see. I don't run, so I don't know about no runner's high.
So you're gonna be at Last Lap next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you there, bro. I'm gonna be in a whole nother state.
No, you're gonna be there.
But yeah,
8:30. 8:30.
I ain't
You
gonna.
might find the love of your life.
Nah,
You just
Carline,
might.
chill. You
You just
wildin'.
might.
You wildin'.
You just might.
Nah.
You just might.
Why do you? Okay, so then,
Because
so
you're
then,
in Boston. You know how many beautiful women come?
valid. So
That's
then,
where-
okay, so then, if you're saying that, then what I said earlier may be true.
If that's your intention, then yeah. But it's like when you're in such a big group and there's like a lot of different people, while we're running, we're like encouraging them. We're like yelling at them. Like, let's fucking go. Like, you could finish this. That's the environment we have.
That's how I talk to myself. I be, yo, stop being a bitch.
I don't say all that.
You don't say that?
Nah.
I think you should. Nah. I think a lot of people would fuck with that.
Nah.
Because you know why? Because people from out here in the Northeast, we hate that.
Yeah.
I ain't no bitch. Watch this.
Nah, they're like, I'm gonna go home because I'm hot and I'm a mile and I gotta go up this hill.
They was never made for this shit then. They was never made for this shit.
But yeah, like if that's the intention you have, then you might just find the one.
Nah.
And you have dreads now. That's like a plus 10 points.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think having lost low-key a cheat code.
Oh yeah?
Low-key.
Are you speaking from experience?
Nah,
you just got mad comfortable. I'm asking.
I'm comfortable. Like, this is my podcast.
Nah,
I'm very
comfortable.
Nah, I'm very comfortable regardless, but I'm saying like I feel like having locks is low-key a cheat code. Only because it's like mad people like locks. Mad people love locks. Is locks your thing? Or like are you like a short hair type of dude?
I like a clean cut. Yeah.
Valid. Like waves type shit?
I would say so, yeah.
I feel like now that everyone has locks, shorties are starting to fuck with the waves now. And then when everyone cuts their waves.
Isn't that how the world works though?
Low-key.
Yeah.
Low-key. Off the hair talk.
Yeah,
back to last lap. So you said that since last lap was like a every weekend type of thing in the summer, what's gonna happen in the winter, like the fall to winter time?
In the winter, we're working on that, right? Because I've gotten to a point where people are asking me like, do you train at all? So I'm kind of looking into that to offer some type of training during the winter, get you right. When you come back in the spring, I'm about to have the fastest runners in my group.
How can people find that?
How can people find that?
On your site, on
you're gonna go
your
on
IG?
LeanTech on Instagram, and you'll find me. But right now, I'm working on 2 collections specifically, so I'm about to get really busy with like the online presence and like everything that is coming. Because I did take a break because I really wanted to get down to like the theme behind what I want LeanTech to look like, because it's like branding is one thing, but it's hard to brand myself when I don't have a specific like what it needs to look like. And that's hard because it's like when it's just you and you come up with something, it's like you're going to critique it just a bit more because you're like, I don't know about that. Maybe I should change it. Maybe I should make it look like this. You're kind of just like picking at it a little bit. So I'm trying to not do that. But then again, I don't want to make something and the public not react to it the way I want them to. So I was like, let me take a break and take one thing and stick to that because that's what works. So that's what I'm working on right now. Once I have that, then LeanTech's presence could just mean that much more, and it's gonna be so hard for you to miss it because miss LeanTech.
What else do you want for yourself outside of LeanTech?
Outside of LeanTech?
Because I feel like, as someone who knows you, I feel like whenever I see you or talk to you, like I think of LeanTech.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to be separated? Like not separated, but do you want your own entity and then LeanTech to be its own thing as well? Or do you just, or do you want it to intertwine into one?
See, that's a good question.
You know,
because I feel like once I get to the point where LeanTech could run as a business on its own and there's different people in different departments, because I'll admit I'm not that good at a lot of the things that comes with like handling a business. So I feel like I would be able to separate myself, not entirely from it, but I think I would be able to like not show myself when it comes to LeanTech, because I think the number one mistake that I made was when I first started, when I was making content or when I was showing the products, I was like, hey, I modeled before. I don't have to go and find people to do this. So all the content was just me. Like you scroll down my page and it's just my face. And that was the number one mistake, because it's like people don't want to just see me wearing. They want to see what it looks like on everybody else. They want to see that other people are utilizing your products or taking advantage of them, that it's actually doing what I'm saying that it does. It's going to make you look good, but it makes you look good. But it's like, how about everybody else? And people want to have something they could relate to. So I feel like now that I've been around a lot of people and I've kind of been taken outside my comfort zone and just meeting a lot of people, I found like different people that can advertise LeanTech. So once I do that, I want to be able to be like to lead a group of people that can do that for me. So I'm thinking about it more from a perspective of like scaling it versus running LeanTech, because I feel like not anybody could do that, but I feel like with the plan, you just gotta get it done.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm kind of looking at it from an outside perspective. How can I scale this from a business perspective versus a fitness, like, motivational type of?
As far as, like, the merch that you were talking about, like, how about the niggas? Like, I feel like you ain't making merch for men. And we seeing all these nice little bodysuits for the shorties with the ass hanging out a little bit. We ain't seen nothing for no dudes, no shorts, no undershorts with the pockets, no little, feel me? What's up with that?
So when
niggas work out too.
Y'all don't be at last lap, so I don't know. But
damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm talking about you, bro. Nah, when I first started, I started with the shaker bottles. So it was like, people can buy this anywhere else, but they can't buy what I'm making myself. So when I had my first collection, it was obviously, I think I just took the easier route where I was like, I'm a girl. I can sell to girls. You know, they see me at the gym now, they want the piece. So that was my mindset behind it. Kind of just to, kind of to just like expose it a little bit more. Because if I'm wearing clothes, men are not going to come up to me like, what shirt you got on? But women are going to do that. So you
think so?
Yeah.
Like just like a normal like LeanTech, like not like no like shit strictly for women, but just
I get what you're saying there. My point is, if I was so early on, I wanted people to see it fast. Like I wanted it to grow. I wanted it to grow at a faster rate. So I was like, this is the quickest way I could do it. I gotta get the girls wearing all this so they could talk about it, so they could post about it, so they could make it known like what it is. So I wanted to do that first. I am right now working on expanding it to the male side as well.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Get y'all shit when it comes out.
I was working on something. I still am, but I was kind of like, I haven't introduced just men gear yet. Like I haven't introduced something that sticks out to the guys. So I don't want to push something or make something just because, not just because people want it, but I want it.
But you have a man so you can test it out on him. He could be like the test dummy. Like he could be like the little mannequin.
So I am working on it, but I want it to be a seamless like transition. Like, hey, I have women's clothes. This is my 2 collections, and now we have a unisex collection, and then now we have a male's collection. Like, so people have options when they come to me. I don't want to be able to have 4 women's clothes and like 2 women clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like, there's a lot of sampling that goes on behind it. There's a lot of like just making sure that what you're selling, there's a demand for it as well. Yeah. And I know men like to spend money, so I'm kind of right now just creating like the demand for it. Like I want you to want it when I drop, because I want to sell out every single time. I don't want to just hold on to clothes and just hold on to things, because it's not even just about the clothes. It's about getting the exposure behind it so that I could be able to provide what I want for the community, you know.
Got you. This just hit me right now, right? Hear me out. Do you think being healthy, like physically and mentally healthy, more of like physically healthy, while in a relationship, like makes the like with your partner, like makes the whole relationship healthy as well? Or is that still a personal thing?
No, I think so, 100%. Because I think for me specifically, I've grown a lot just by going to the gym. Like I've been able to go to the gym and I'm like, I'm getting physically fit. I know I look good. So then I'm like, all right. So now I know I'm like.
Y'all can't tell me shit. I know I look good. I can't stand you.
Nah, so I'm going to the gym, like physically, and you know I'm getting right. But then it's like mentally as well. It kind of helps you with that. So it's like just the whole like anger management side of things, not just being like reactive all the time. Does certainly help in a relationship, because I don't want to just like yell at my partner or be rude to them. Like I feel like it made me a little bit more calm.
Are you toxic?
No. I'm not toxic. I'm like.
Hey, listen, that answered the question. It's okay. No, you're toxic.
To answer your question, I think it does help, because that's like one thing that you have in common with that person, and it's like the fitness or being healthy is like something that you can't really take away from somebody. If that's your lifestyle, then that's the lifestyle. And if you can live a healthy lifestyle, then you have something in common, and you have something good that you guys are both pushing towards. Think about it. When you have 2 younger people that don't do anything healthy and they just do things that are unhealthy, like smoking and drinking and clubbing all the time, where are you going to get with that? But when you're in the gym, it's like, hey, I'm working because I want to get lean, or I'm trying to bulk up. I want to look a certain way. I want to feel a certain way. I just want to be in a clear space.
Yeah.
That is going to help you get there a lot quicker than going out every day when you're not going to get up on time. You're tired all the time because you want to smoke, you want to drink. The motivation just goes down a little bit more. How can I look up to somebody who's not? To me, it doesn't work. Everybody's different because that's not what I'm into.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not attracted to that.
Valid.
Yeah.
That's a good answer, bro. No bullshit. I'm proud of you for that. No bullshit. No bullshit. Before my next question, do you have anything that you need to ask?
That I need to ask you?
Or that you're curious about? Because we're going to take a little deep dive.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, nothing too crazy.
I'm in a hot seat right now.
Everyone's always in the hot seat.
Mm-hmm. For you. So you took a break from posting.
Yeah.
From making content, which is understandable. I respect
sure.
it. Is there, during the time, were you thinking about, like, something big you wanted to come up with? Or is there, like, something that you were kind of, like, holding on to this time that you wanted to drop now? Or were you kind of just like, I'm going to start fresh now?
No bullshit. When I didn't post,
Mm-hmm.
you know too much, bro. When I didn't post, first off, for everyone who don't know, the reason why I didn't post is because my Vovo passed away in April. So then when I didn't post, it was like, I just lost the motivation for it. Like, I lost motivation for a lot of things that I used to do. Like, I didn't head to church no more. Like, I wasn't working out anymore. Like, I just lost. Like, I was like, I just don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think from the time that she passed to, like, I think it took me like a month or some change till I really hit up B again. I'm like, yo, like, what's good, Barbie? He's like, I haven't heard from you in a minute. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, I just kind of just stayed out the way with shit. But it's like, it wasn't really a plan. It was just like, I just lost a lot of motivation. Mm-hmm. I just didn't want to do shit. I was just like, my little hole. You know what I mean? But I don't think this was initially planned out to come back like now. Mm-hmm. It was just like, all right, I'm ready.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm back.
Well, rest in peace to Vovo.
Rest in peace to Vovo, man, the GOAT. You know what I mean?
But then that kind of proves my point when you asked me earlier. It's like when you have people around you that kind of like push you every time, or that are doing something that they know you like to do, or that he likes to, you know, he's a creative person, he's a director. He wants to, this is what keeps him going, so motivates him. So if you didn't have him in your corner, then it's like it would have taken a little bit longer.
That's why I fuck with Anawan, man.
Yeah. And now you're here.
Come to Anawan, man. Yeah. Don't be going to know. You feel me? But not straight up, because it's like, and I tell people this, like, even off camera, outside, whatever, like, I tell people all the time, like, I fuck with them because, like, they, like, not only do they hold me accountable, but they teach me shit.
Oh, no, they do. I remember last time I was here.
Oh, yeah, we talked to your ass.
Yeah.
We didn't leave till what?
Sometimes 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
But, like, a lot of, I'm going to keep it, like, so honest right now. There's a lot of times where I'm, like, if either I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm, like, doubting something, I think back to those conversations. Because I'm like, bro, like, I'm so glad that I had somebody, like, literally, because, yeah, I knew those things in my brain.
We made you cry that day, didn't we?
All right, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I knew those things, but it's like, to be reminded of it, it just stuck in my head.
That's all you need is a reminder.
That's literally. And then I was like, bro, and then it's like, with everything else that goes on in my life, that's what people need. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, why I can't do this? Like, you know you can. You've done it before.
Yeah, for sure.
Same thing for you. Like, okay, yes, you did lose motivation. You had a valid reason. But then it's like, you know you can do it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that.
This is like a second home to you. You know, you want to sit here. Your face is right there. Why would you not want to sit right here? You know? So it's like, it's like a beautiful thing, honestly. If I'm able to be confident about, like, who I am, because I've worked so hard to, you know, to be this person.
A little motivation for the pod. A little motivation.
Just a little bit.
What's your mental health like?
Right now? I think that it's at its, like, highest peak that it has ever been. Do
you feel it's like that because you're active?
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of other work behind it as well, not just being physically fit, because I don't always work out like how I used to before. I
mean, I used to chill. You was in the gym every fucking day.
Every day.
That shit was disgusting. It was like, you know, I understand, but bro,
you know,
Sunday 8 p.m. you in the gym. Please lay down.
Like, go home. Go
take a nap.
It was the, like, I was so eager to, like, get to a point where I was just like doing it because physically it felt like I was doing something. Because I'm in the gym, I'm doing a workout. It felt like I was doing something a lot more than if I was to be home and I was like doing something else. Gotcha. So it's like, it kind of got bad. Like, I remember my mom used to be like, you want to come have dinner? I'm like, I'm going to the gym. She's like, Carline, like, please. You was at the gym, like, last night. Like, you don't need to go to the gym today. Yeah. And it was like, I was like constantly picking that over other things. But I feel like now that I'm like balancing it out a little bit more, you know, like I have dinner with her whenever she wants me to, or if I'm there like on a Friday night, you know, we do like little things. Nice. I make time to like spend time with, like, just have quality time, because it's like all those things kind of benefit that. And it's like, my mom's very creative, so when I'm around her, it's like she sparks my, like, she's like, oh, I have this idea. I'm like, oh my God, like, now I could do this. Or if I'm with my dad and he's like, he's very confident, I'm like, shit, nobody can tell me nothing. Like, that's literally like just being around people that are like, that really do like you as a person, like they know me. It's like, it helps.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It does something.
Like, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you. I'm like, you let me sit here and yap for an hour?
Well, that wraps it up, guys. We're just gonna
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just like a balance of it. And that brings me joy, you know, when I get to go run with 200 people. If I told my family, let's go run, they're like, Carline, what is wrong with you? Like,
wait, so you don't take them with you?
So they've been to a couple of runs, but I think it's such an inconvenient time. Saturday morning,
8:30.
But I'm in Boston. We're in Dorchester.
So you really got to be out the crib by like...
Bro, I'm up like 5 a.m. like every Saturday. So it's like by the time that I get there, like it's an hour drive. To come back, it's an hour and a half. So it's like...
What takes 3 hours, Carline?
What do you mean?
I mean, I get that, like, you're a woman, but you finna run, though.
I'm just a girl.
I get it, but you finna be... Okay, so you wake up at 5 a.m. to run at 8:30?
Okay, so I gotta do my hair.
You finna be sweating, though.
No, so I gotta do my hair. My hair don't sweat out. These edges don't move.
Okay.
No, okay. Listen. Okay. I get ready. Sometimes I gotta record in the morning. But it's like, I've been trying to get into the whole content creation thing, and if I get aggravated, the video's done.
Why is that?
Because now I'm aggravated.
Okay, so how often do you, like, make... Content?
I've been making content.
How often do you try to make content?
I've been making content now. Before, it was like every time I went to the gym. So like 4 times a week I was making content. When I'm at the run, I'm making content, I'm recording. Now that I have like companies sending me things, now it's like the content feels a little bit more intentional.
That's life flex. Hold on. We heard that.
So
hold on. We're not going to go past that. We heard what you said.
Yeah.
Who be hitting y'all up?
It's just like
who be hitting up LeanTech?
The connections we have.
They should.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Should I even be? I'm not getting. Nah, I'm very.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nah, I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed to have like big companies like, hey, we want you to wear our stuff. So it's like my content feels a little bit more intentional, because it's like before I didn't have that.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like I feel spoiled, and it's like that feels nice because obviously I'm a girl. I'm like, I have options today. So, I make content in the morning. But now I've been trying to get into the whole TikTok thing, but I talk too much. 60 seconds is not enough.
You really do.
So I've been recording every day so I can have like additional content to post. So hopefully I could be a TikToker.
Got you. Back to the mental health thing, because we ain't done with that.
I feel
what were you like at your lowest point? Or what was your lowest point for you?
It was bad. It was not good.
Like, how long ago was it for you? Now that we're in 2024.
The end of 2021 to 2022. Like the beginning of 2022 was like a shift. Because when I left college, I used to work like part-time job. I went to school. I hated every second of it. Like, I dreaded it every morning. I was like, bro.
What, every morning?
I dreaded going to school.
Oh, I thought I said I drank every morning. What the fuck?
No, I like that moment. I was like, bro, like I have to get up and I have to go to school. It was constantly that I have to mindset, where I was like, don't want to have to do any of these things. But I ended up getting this job. It was a 100% commission-based job, and I got there, and it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
I feel like they be lying. It's all in the fine print.
No, it wasn't even in the fine print. It wasn't even until I got there. So I'm on Indeed. I'm like, what's the quickest way to make money? It's like, well, work in sales. I said, okay, bet. I just got to sell something. So the title was something like account manager of so and so and so. Like, it was a very like long technical name. It was like, shit, like, I'm about to be sitting down in the office and you want me to go over these accounts. Like, that was it the whole time. And I get there and we do this intro. They're like going over like the sales tactic thing. This is how we do things. Very fast paced, very on. My boss was Albanian, so they're very strict. They're loud and they're very like to the point. Like, this is follow these five things. What?
This is all about your mental health, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that we all try.
No, so I get to the office. And he's like, yeah, so go change. We're about to go outside. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, we're going to go sell door to door. I said, no fucking way. Like, I signed up for this. And that was like the hardest thing that I've ever done. Like, mentally and physically, it was so hard. And he was constantly there, like, yelling at me, like, Carline, you need to do this, da, da, da. And it was like one of those things that like it made me very like confident and so persistent in like everything. And that was way before I started working out. And I got to a point where I needed balance. So just being in a place where like I was so uncomfortable there every day, and I was the only girl there. It was an office of like 8 guys, and we all had to go out there and go sell something. I was either I'm gonna have to be outside my comfort zone and make money and do the right thing, and I'm already mentally not there. But he was like, you just have to be confident about it. I said, I bet.
So you were depressed?
Like, yeah, like I was at the point where it was like, it was hard for me to do things, but they were constantly in my ear just reminding me that like you have to fake it till you make it. I'm in front of the stranger. They don't know what I'm about to sell to them, you know, and I'm sitting there and he's like, you know, follow these 5 steps so you can sell something. It was that constant like delayed gratification every single time, and I was like waiting for it, and it got to a point where I was getting the results that I wanted, and it was because the whole time I was faking it the whole time. Like, I was standing in front of this person, I was pretending to like essentially be okay.
Do you think that makes it worse?
I think yes, but what can I do? You know, I was at a point where I was like, I had like a goal, you know, I wanted to be able to make money so I could be able to do the things that I wanted to do. So for me, it was like that kept me hungry for it, honestly. And it's like,
it's kind of unhealthy, ain't it? Like, especially being like depressed, but like your main focus is like income.
Yeah, but you know what it was? I was in this office with these people. It made me feel good to be able to do what they were doing. And they were all older than me. Like, these people were like 40, 50 doing what I was doing.
You were like 20, 21?
Yeah, I was 20 at the time. So for me, like, it made me so confident. It got to a point where it's like the little things that I was tripping out, I didn't even matter anymore. I was like, bro, I'm able to be around these people that are very like skilled, and like we're making money right now. Like, nothing matters at this point. Gotcha. And it was like, it was every day. We were held accountable for everything. So it got to a point where it was like, it wasn't just about, anybody will tell you, like, when you're working type of jobs, it's not even just about like doing the job. It's like your mental matters so much, because your mood is going to dictate what's going to happen. And to be able to go somewhere and to be able to like make money and to do something that makes you better, like, that feels great. Like, it made me so confident to a point where it's like nothing was like bringing me down past that point. But like my lowest point was just feeling like I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't want to do anything. I would sleep all day. But like that job was like, it's like, it was a huge, like, it was an eye opener. It was like, you keep trying to be this little person, you need to be this.
So what put you out of that? What put you out of your like mental rut when you were like depressed, like lack of motivation and shit? Like, what helped you?
It was just having somebody in the back of my mind every time. Like, it was just like, Carline, like, what are you doing? And it was like, I had to be open about it. You know, it's certain 8 people. Why didn't you get the result you wanted? Oh, because I was in a bad mood that day, so you let your mood affect that. So you're letting certain things...
They're toasting your shit.
Yeah. They're like, you're letting things that are outside of your control you. Like, that makes no sense. It was like, you're in full control at all times.
Lighting your ass up.
Literally. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm 20 years old. You're 50 years old. You know so much more. And like, I was just like... And I was so shocked most of the time. But then it's like... They were constantly reminding me of that. They're like, but you have really good days. You have bad days. And it was like... Those type of jobs, a constant like series of very high highs and very low lows. And it was like, you have to just be in the middle. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to like be so happy all the time. Like, even now, I'm not happy all the time. Sometimes, you know, I feel a little bit like, oh, am I falling behind? Am I not doing what I need to be doing? Or sometimes I'll be like thinking negative about myself. But then it's like, why would I do that? Like, I'm Miss LeanTech. I do that.
You're Miss LeanTech?
Yeah. No, I got to a point where it's like...
Give me some. Don't leave me hanging out, nigga. Play shit.
You get to a point where it's like you just have to be confident about what it is that you do, because then it just works, you know? Like, I can sit here and I could choose. Like, obviously, times where I was, like, having down moments, I was choosing to be that way. Because it's like, you have so much time to be doing all these amazing things. Why are you wasting time being sad all the time? But could it be something that's, like, physically making you sad? Could it be a situation? Like, those things all, like...
Factors and shit.
They all play some type of role. You know, are you around people that are bringing you down? Then, okay, that makes a difference. But for me, it was me. It wasn't my situation. It wasn't anything else, you know? Like, I live very comfortably. I live with my dad. He takes care of me. You know, I have my mom who's very supportive. You know, like, I have people that I'm very intentional about who was around me. So it's like, for me, it wasn't that. I had to kind of take a step back and be like, it's not those people. And it's like... Now I'm sitting in a room with 8 people, and I'm the only girl, and I'm the youngest one there, and they're literally toasting me. They're, like, making me aware of all these things. They're like, you didn't smile. I was like, shit, I didn't smile. So now when I'm, like, at home or whatever.
The fake smile.
I'll be like.
Not you practicing the fake smile. Oh, my God. Jesus, that looks painful.
No, but it's, like.
It's something that you have to do, right? Yeah.
And it's, like I said, sometimes all you need is guidance, you know? I was at a low point, but they were constantly reminding me, like, you're there because you're choosing to be there. You could come here and you can, like, be a different person. And it was, like, one of those, like, oh, I just got my big girl job. And I was like,
it was one of those type of jobs.
Yeah, like, I wear heels to work. Like, like, I was wearing heels to work. And to me, that, like, the confidence level was just up here, that I didn't have time to be sad no more. It's like, I looked too good to be sad. And I started working out. And now it's like, I'm unstoppable.
Jesus Christ, Carly.
Don't fuck with you,
What
but it's like.
Do with you, bro?
Tell me it's not true though.
Got it.
But it was like one of those things where it was like constant reminder, constant somebody like telling you like, you can do it. Like, you've done it, you can do it, and you know.
Do you think that should just come from yourself instead?
It really should, right? But that I feel like when you're at such a low point, right? Like, the only thing I really thought of was like. Nothing really. Like, I was like,
okay.
Like, there was no fresh ideas. There was nothing to keep me going. Like, somebody who's motivated, somebody who's joyful, they wake up, they're like, I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to have a meal. I'm going to meal prep. I'm going to do all these things. Like, you're looking forward to the day. I wasn't looking forward to the day. So when I got there, I knew I needed to have a job. So when I got there and they're like, this is what you're going to do today. I'm like, okay, bet. So we would go throughout the whole day. We had very long days, like 10-hour days. And we got to a point where it was like, all right, what am I going to do now? You know what I'm saying? But then it was like a shift of where I was like, I'm going to conquer this day today. Like, I'm going to make money. I get to work 5 days, and I have these really long shifts. Like, I have to make the best out of it at this point. Obviously, like, I ended up leaving and everything. But it's like all those things that I learned by being taken outside of my comfort zone, like, it really does pour back into, like, being motivated and being dedicated, because the things that I really wanted, I was able to get there just because it was like they were reminding me of it, one, because they were holding me accountable for it. But now, why would I want to, like, essentially downgrade from that, you know? But I feel like because everything's so balanced now, like, I feel good. I'm dedicated. Like, I try.
Yeah.
Like, I have goals.
Yeah.
So it's like now I know I need to do those things. Before, there was no goals. Before, I was there because... shit, I couldn't be broke, so I needed to clock in. We just got to clock in for real.
Before we wrap it up, what's next for LeanTech?
What's next?
LeanTech / Last Lap, if there's anything that you can't speak on.
No, so Last Lap is entirely, like, separate one. So we have, as a group, we make those decisions, so I can't really speak on that right now. But specifically for LeanTech, I'm working on 2 collections. Towards the fall and towards the winter. But I'm really hoping to make it more of a serious business, less of just posting content. Like I said, I want to get really intentional with what I'm doing. I want people to see how LeanTech kind of, like, makes your life better, because it really does. Like, it feels very influential, like, one, for me, because it's like I get to wear something that I made, one. But then it's like when you have people that they want to be held accountable, they want to do something great, they want to get right. It's like, I feel like LeanTech serves as that. So I want to be able to show that to the world a little bit better. Like, I want to be able to make intentional content. I want to be able to make things that make people, you know, feel good, feel like, hey, I'm about to get right. So that's what I have planned. But
Gotcha.
it's still in the works because I'm not that great at marketing. So
That's the guy right there.
that's the guy right there.
That's the genius.
That's the genius.
Yeah, y'all can't see who we pointing at, but
But
we know
you know who
pointing
we're
at.
talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't hear us.
But yeah, like I'm kind of trying to get to that point so that I get serious about it because I want to be, like I said, I want to be able to scale it. I want it to be something that's bigger than just clothes, than just motivation, than just posting content. Because all those things, anybody could do that.
For sure.
But
For sure. Anything else you need to ask or say before we wrap it up?
well, I want to say thank you for having me here.
Thank you for pulling up, man.
This was fun.
This was long overdue.
It really was.
It really was. We talked about this
it in February.
January, February, bro.
It's about to be Christmas already.
We didn't even hit Thanksgiving. Chill. We didn't even hit Thanksgiving
But like,
yet. We didn't even
the year's
Halloween
about to be
yet.
over, and yeah,
It's literally the September 1st.
oh yeah, September 1st. Happy September 1st.
Happy September. I ain't got my watch
I
on.
think, is this the entrepreneur month? Like, this is specifically for business owners. So shout out to all the business owners.
Wait, is it, or are you saying that, or are you asking?
I think it is.
You want me to look it up?
Yeah, I think it is. So shout
Watch
out
that
to
shit be
everybody.
like January.
No, shout out
How you
to
spell entrepreneurship?
Hmm?
How you spell entrepreneurship?
ENT. You got it?
E-N-T.
R.
I don't think there's an R after the T.
What do you mean? Entrepreneur.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, fuck, my
But I
fault.
think it is entrepreneurship month. This month, September. So shout out to all the business owners getting right, doing what they need to do. Because
November.
It's important. November? All right, we're 2 months in advance. Are you
November.
sure?
I'm looking at it right now. November is
It's either
National
one or the other.
Entrepreneurship Month
But
because it celebrates
regardless.
especially the risk taken by people to start business.
Yeah, all the risk-taking people, do what you need to do. We're starting now. Fuck it. We're starting in September. Get right before the year's over. You got like 4 months. But yeah,
Gangsta, what's your IG handles? What's like LeanTech handles? Last life
at
handles?
LeanTech, you'll find me. And then my personal page is official Carline Sabel. So on there,
I'll put that in the description as well.
Yeah, put that on there. But like I said, thank you so much for having
Thanks for
me.
pulling up, gang. You feel me? I'm gonna need some of that LeanTech gear when it come out. You should also make like normal LeanTech gear,
Just like leisure,
like
clothing.
sweatsuits, hoodies, sweat socks. Niggas like socks.
Bro, fun fact. I was looking into that. Why is it that expensive? Shorty said to sample $100 for 10 socks. Show's done.
Anyway, guys, nah, dead ass.
That's all I
Show
needed
is
to
over.
know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, but y'all catch y'all on the next episode, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy September, man. And see y'all at last.
Ciao.
See y'all at last
Be late.
lap.
Saturday, 8:20. Don't be late. Thank you.
8:20.
Yeah.
That was 8:30.
Be early, please.
Who said 8:20?
All right, but get there at 8:20.
Be there.
You just agreed with me. Yeah.
What you mean?
You said
I said who gonna be there 8:20?
Hmm?
Man, pull up to last lap, man. The
8:20.
info will be. I'll put all that in the description below.
Yeah.
All the IG handles, all the links as well. So are the are like the fitness things like in the LeanTech site, like the workouts and shit?
Yeah. So
It's all on LeanTech
link
site?
in bio. Link in bio. You'll find everything. You'll
Link in
find the
description.
free training guide. You'll find a link to a physical trainer. You will find all the details to last lap and everything that you need to get right. Lock in.
Get right or it's gonna get left, nigga.
Yeah. Bye.
See y'all on the next episode. We out here. Recipes for vote, man.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You move the microphone.